He thought he could skip the line, break the rules, and get away with it on a full airplane. But what happened next left him stunned and the entire cabin laughing. Here's how it started. Meet Claire. She was just another passenger trying to board a crowded flight. Seat assignments, carry-ons, and the usual chaos. Nothing fancy. But Claire had one secret weapon: quick thinking and a love for clever comebacks. She wasn't looking for trouble, but she wasn't about to let someone disrespect the rules either. Meanwhile, somewhere in the line, a man was making his own rules. He cut, he argued, he tried to charm his way to the front. Most people would have lost patience, but Claire, she had a plan. He pushed ahead, trying to claim a seat that wasn't his. The flight attendants, busy with boarding, barely noticed. Other passengers grumbled. Everyone assumed Claire would argue back, and that's exactly what he expected. He smirked, thinking he had the upper hand. Most people would have yelled, caved, or just accepted defeat. But Claire, she didn't need power. She didn't need anger. She just needed the right words. What happened next? Well, let's just say it wasn't what he was expecting. He leaned over, trying to convince her to give up her seat. Claire smiled, nodded, and said something so simple, so clever, that it made him pause. But that wasn't the best part. Other passengers started paying attention. You could feel the energy shift. Everyone wanted to see how this would end. The man raised his voice, tried reasoning, but Claire's calm reply turned the argument on its head. What happened next made the flight attendants stop in their tracks. Claire subtly referenced the airline rules, perfectly accurate, and even cited something the man hadn't considered. His smug smile faltered, and in a moment of hilarious defeat, he had no words left. But the cabin wasn't done reacting. Claire gently guided him to the correct seat, and he realized everyone was watching. People laughed quietly, some applauded. His arrogance melted away. He tried one last charm and failed spectacularly. What happened next? The perfect twist ending. Claire didn't raise her voice. She didn't make a scene. But suddenly, she was in control. The man who thought he could bend the rules sat quietly in the right seat. The flight attendant smiled, passengers grinned, and Claire simply sat back, victorious without lifting a finger, except for her words. Sometimes the real power isn't in fighting, it's in outthinking. The man learned a lesson in humility, and the cabin learned that cleverness and respect go farther than arguments. Claire's quick thinking solved the problem cleanly, calmly, and humorously. Everyone left the situation satisfied, and the only thing bruised was the man's ego. It's a simple reminder. You don't always need power to handle a tough situation. Sometimes all you need is the right words. Have you ever seen someone act like the rules don't apply to them? What happened? And what about you? Ever solved a problem with wit instead of force? Share your story in the comments, and let's honor the power of clever thinking. Because sometimes a calm mind and the right words can turn a would-be disaster into a story everyone remembers and laughs about for years.